You wake up at 5 a.m. You study 18 hours a day. Your parents have spent their savings. Your entire identity, for sometimes 6 years of it, is built around one exam. And then someone uploads the paper on Telegram for 5 lakh rupees. 2.4 million students. One morning. Gone. No, when farmers protest, Parliament responds. When banks collapse, Parliament responds. But when your paper leaks, the halls of power stay very, very quiet. Is it because you don't matter? Or because someone calculated very precisely that you don't have to matter? Here is the first calculation. Farmers are a permanent vote bank. Unions are a permanent vote bank. They live in the same villages. They vote together. They organize together. A politician who ignores them pays for it. Every single election cycle. Now think about aspirants. You are from Uttar Pradesh. Your batchmate is from Tamil Nadu. Another is from Jharkhand. You met at a coaching center. After the exam, you scatter. You go back to being a farmer's son, a trader's daughter, a state government employee. Your aspirant identity dissolves. A politician looks at you and sees a bus stop, people waiting. They come, they go. Nobody lives there permanently. He looks at a caste coalition and sees housing colony, permanent residents. They vote together. They remember together. You are a temporary identity. That is not an accident. That is the calculation. Average aspirant is 24. The average cabinet minister is 60. That is not just an age gap. A minister who competed for government jobs in 1985, when lakhs sat for a handful of posts, genuinely does not understand what 2026 looks like. He gives you paternalism instead of policy. Work harder. Be resilient. We also struggled. The moral lecture replaces the policy response. And the people who design the solution have never lived the problem. Here is the part nobody wants to say out loud. Imagine a casino. The house wins when you play. But the house wins even more when the machines break. When a paper leaks and an exam gets cancelled, coaching center charges for a new batch. The hotel near the exam city gets rebooked. The paper setter gets paid again. The private vendor gets a fresh contract. The exam fee is collected from 2.4 million students. It is not refunded. Remember, system did not fail. System worked fantastically. Just not for you. There is even a firewall built in. When accountability comes, the ministry points to the National Testing Agency. The NTA points to the vendor. The vendor points to the local center. Blame travels down. Power stays up. This isn't institutional failure. This is institutional design. 90 plus documented paper leaks in the last decade. Not 9, 90. At some point, a pattern stops being a failure. It becomes a policy. And every time outrage spikes, the news cycle moves on in 2 weeks. The judicial process takes 2 years. Politicians have learned, if you wait long enough, the aspirant stops being an aspirant. He becomes something else. A voter with a different identity. A caste, a state, a language. Your anger has a shelf life. They have measured it. You are not a stakeholder in the system. You are a statistic. Dear friends, there is a fix to every problem. Can we set up special courts to tackle this menace? Can we have a satellite encrypted papers? Can we give structural autonomy for testing agencies? Can we have an aspirant charter that compensates students when the system fails them? All of this exists on paper. The 2024 Public Examinations Act already has some of this. But laws without enforcement are just intentions dressed as legislation. The real question is not what needs to change. The real question is who changes it. politicians respond to pressure, not principle. And the only pressure that works is a vote bank. They cannot afford to ignore. So here is what I want you to sit with. You scattered after the last leak. Are you going to scatter again after the next one? Do comment your thought on this. I genuinely want to know. I am Akshayam Palankam. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Jai Hind.